Subscribe to J Bear.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the Week 7 NFL predictions. As you can see in the top left, I went 9-5 last week, which is not terrible, but I know I can do better, which is what I'm going to try to do this week. So let's get into it. Starting up in the top left with the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, great, another NFC East matchup. Those are always fun. Every team is absolute garbage. Every team in that division would finish probably dead last in every division except for the AFC East because the Jets are there. But since I have to pick somebody, I guess, and I'm not going to risk taking a tie, even though it's possible with these two, I am going to go with Philadelphia for the sole reason that they are the home team, and they actually did not look completely awful against Baltimore last week. So give me Philadelphia by a touchdown. Carolina Panthers, New Orleans Saints. My Carolina Panthers are heading to New Orleans in the Superdome to play the Saints, who have not looked that great this year. But last week, Carolina was just off their game completely. Too many turnovers to win any game, to be honest with you. New Orleans is home, so give me New Orleans by about 10 points. Although the Panthers could upset if they eliminate the turnovers from last week. But give me New Orleans. Next game, Green Bay Packers against the Houston Texans. Guys, I told you. I told you Green Bay was going to lose last week. I don't know why, but I just knew it. Tom Brady was not going to allow another struggling matchup for this team, and they pulled it off like I thought. But Green Bay, no way. There's almost no way they lose this one. No way Aaron Rodgers allows that team to lose twice in a row. So give me Green Bay by about 2 touchdowns against the Houston Texans, who knows what's going to go on there next couple of years. Next game, Buffalo, New York Jets. Buffalo. That's all I really need to say. New York Jets are awful. Give me Buffalo by about 21. Next game, Detroit Lions, Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons stepped up their game last week, and Detroit did not play a bad game themselves either. Atlanta's home. As soon as they get Dan Quinn out of there, they're looking pretty good. So give me Atlanta. I don't see why not. They're the home team. Dan Quinn's gone, so give me Atlanta. Next game, Cleveland Browns against the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow versus Baker Mayfield. Neither of these two quarterbacks have looked all too great, but one's a rookie, so he has an excuse. And the other one has an absolutely stacked lineup he just can't pass to. And this is a tough one. Overall, the Cleveland team is better, but as I always say, they always find a way to blow it. And since these teams have already played once this year, Cleveland barely pulling it out, I think Cincinnati's going to come back with a vengeance. Give me Cincinnati Bengals by 3 at home. Next game, Dallas Cowboys versus Washington football team. And yet another NFC East matchup, unfortunately, that we had to endure. Stephen A. Smith's going to be happy about this one. Give me the Washington football team over Dallas. That horrible defense. It doesn't really matter who's the quarterback on the other side. They're going to score points against this awful offense. I'm sorry, Cowboys fans. I had to say it. Give me the football team by about 7 at home. And Andy Dalton did not look good, as we all saw last week, so that's another reason. Anyways, on to the next one. Pittsburgh Steelers against the Tennessee Titans. Personally, my matchup of the week. This is going to be a good one. I like this matchup. Mike Vrabel is debatably, or actually in my opinion, the best coach in the National Football League. Hot take right there. But Mike Vrabel is the GOAT. I mean, come on now. They are home against the Steelers. They did almost lose to the the Houston Texans last week, which is kind of surprising to me. But man, Tennessee, Derrick Henry is just so good. but Pittsburgh is so balanced and just such a great team overall. I gotta take the Steelers. I'm sorry. Tennessee is due for a loss at some point, but so is Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is just too balanced and just too hot right now. Give me Pittsburgh by 10. Seattle Seahawks versus Arizona Cardinals. Seattle is with quarterback Russell Wilson, possibly the top MVP candidate right now, against Kyler Murray, who absolutely just exposed that Dallas defense last week. Which, I mean, that's not hard to do. It's not that hard to expose the Dallas defense. That's why Seattle's defense is not much better, to be honest with you. But I think in the quarterback matchup between Russell Wilson versus Kyler Murray, give me Russell Wilson. That's why I'm taking them by 10 on the road. Kansas City Chiefs versus Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos pulling off a big win against the Patriots last week. Kansas City, a big win against the Bills. They came back strong from their loss against Oakland a couple weeks back, so they bounced back. And I think they keep on the roll. Patrick Mahomes and that loaded offense are just gonna have their way with Denver on the road in the Mile High Stadium. So give me Kansas City by about 14. San Francisco 49ers, New England Patriots. New England has not looked too good since the beginning of the season, and I just have not been anywhere near on the 49ers this year. These two teams just, I think they do match up well against each other, though. There's a lot of problems with both teams, but this is going to come down to who can overcome their problems better. And in my opinion, at home, Bill Belichick has the coaching advantage over Kyle Shanahan for me. So give me Belichick and Cam Newton and the Patriots in this one by about 3 at home. Jacksonville Jaguars, LA Chargers. Oh man, the Chargers have been competitive in almost every game this year. And as you guys may have heard, Keenan Allen, wide receiver for LA, did go to my high school. Not gonna have to be biased though, but the Chargers have been in every game competitively this year. That's why I think they'll be able to pull off this against a just relatively weak Jacksonville Jaguars squad. So give me LA at home by about 10. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Las Vegas Raiders. Two teams I really like this year. Tom Brady and Derek Carr. Both teams have beat the Panthers, unfortunately. That's tough. But Tampa Bay, they looked so good last week against Green Bay. So give me Tampa Bay on the road against Las Vegas, although Las Vegas could easily win this, but give me Tampa Bay by 3. Chicago Bears versus LA Rams in the final matchup of this video. Chicago Bears defense, good as always last week against the Panthers. LA Rams surprisingly falling to the 49ers last week, but it's more Aaron Donald is so dominant. Will Chicago be able to protect Nick Foles or Trubisky or whoever in the heck is back there next week? I don't know. I got faith in Chicago, man. Chicago, I haven't been high on them this year, but they just find ways to pull out games like they did last week. The defense doing what they need to do. I believe they can stop the LA Rams. So give me Chicago by 7 on the road in a low-scoring event. Alright guys, so that's all the picks for this week. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Week 7. Peace.